Hey, it's Niall. It's a Tuesday afternoon. We're here in Amsterdam. We've rented a boat. I think this calls for a montage. Alright, now that's out of the way, let's tackle the exciting topic of travel insurance for digital nomads. I've been a digital nomad myself since 2010, and through more than 50 countries, I've bought insurance from 3 different companies during that time. I've researched a load more, and I even made a couple of claims. First thing I should do here actually is address those of you who might think you don't need travel insurance. And you know what? You don't. You don't really need travel insurance the same way you don't need to have a fire extinguisher in your apartment. You don't need to have a condom in your wallet. But hey, it's nice to have those things in case of an emergency. Am I right?
I'm going to ride you like a Model T.
Seriously though, I consider travel insurance a must-have for digital nomads, especially medical coverage, even if you're in perfect health and you're always very careful. And that's because it's just too feckin' easy to get unlucky and find yourself badly injured down a hole somewhere, waiting for a helicopter to come rescue you.
I'm still down here and I'm still in quite a lot of pain.
And how are you going to pay for that helicopter and all those hospital bills in a foreign country without insurance? Huh? How are you going to pay for that? And you might say, but Niall, I'm only going to be digital nomading in cheap countries where healthcare costs next to nothing. Surely I don't need to bother with health insurance. Not so, my digital nomad friend. Come here and I tell you a story. A few years back, I was digital nomading through Bolivia on my way to see the famous salt flats of Uyuni, which look like this.
Just a perfect day.
Unfortunately though, I never got to see those salt flats because I came down with a severe dose of altitude sickness, and I spent the day in a nearby hospital looking like this.
'Cause you had a bad day, you take it one.
And here's the really fun part. That 8-hour hospital stay in a remote town in South America's poorest country cost me $650. Yes, $650. That's more than the average Bolivian earns each month. But thankfully, the cost of that little medical adventure was covered almost entirely by my insurance, which was just as well because back then I didn't exactly have a spare $650 lying around the place. And that, my friends, wasn't even a very big medical bill. Could you imagine if I'd broken a leg there, or I'd gotten in a fight with an alpaca?
I'm just trying to get the poop.
Without insurance, I would have been absolutely screwed. And here's the thing, insurance for us digital nomad types, it doesn't have to cost very much. I now pay $1.32 per day for good coverage, and in some cases you can even get a decent plan for less than $5 a month. So there's really no excuse. Well, actually there is one excuse, and it's why a lot of folks, including a few friends of mine, don't bother with travel insurance. It's because figuring it all out is usually a gigantic pain in the ass. But don't worry, I'm here to relieve your ass pain with 7 things every digital nomad should know about travel insurance. Let's get cracking. Number 1, every digital nomad should know the difference between medical and comprehensive insurance. Basically, medical insurance will cover you for health-related expenses, whereas a comprehensive plan will also cover you for things like flight cancellations, lost or stolen luggage, or having to travel home unexpectedly for a funeral. You should get medical protection at the very least when buying insurance, because medical expenses, they're usually the most costly. But the difference between medical and comprehensive coverage can be as little as $1 or $2 a day. So you might as well go ahead and get the comprehensive and have complete peace of mind. Number 2, every digital nomad should know how much coverage is enough. Look for a plan that offers around $100,000 in medical coverage. Also check that your policy covers emergency evacuation, and this should be separate from the medical coverage and be for about the same amount, if not more. Number 3, every digital nomad should know what you should be covered for. Here's a handy checklist from top travel blogger Nomadic Matt, who recommends that you choose an insurance policy that includes all of those things you see on screen. And you can pause the video or click the link in the description if you'd like to take a longer look at that. Number 4, every digital nomad should know if it's worth insuring your possessions. Now, Nomadic Matt recommends you do insure them, but in my experience, it's only worth your while insuring very expensive items like a high-end laptop or professional grade camera equipment. Filing a claim for a $100 camera you had stolen will probably take more time than it's worth. And the trick is to check for deductibles or excesses in your policy. I once made a claim for a broken Kindle and I was reimbursed just $13 after the deductible. That sucked. If you do need to insure some stuff, here are 2 recommendations courtesy of Daniel Altman of Internet Adventure Club. And once again, you can pause or click for a longer look. Number 5, every digital nomad should know what insurance is offered on your credit card. My credit card insurance saved my ass a few years ago in Costa Rica when I crashed a rental car into a tree. Okay, so maybe that wasn't actual footage, but I did damage a rental car in Costa Rica. But since my card had rental car insurance and I had used that card to pay for the rental, I was off the hook for the $1,160 worth of damages. Phew. Nowadays, I try to pay for everything travel related with my Chase Sapphire Reserve card because A, insurance, and B, lots of free travel with all the points I rack up. Now that said, be aware of the limitations of this kind of insurance. It is supplementary at best and it won't cover you for the really serious stuff. Number 6, every digital nomad should know about deductibles. Know what your deductible will be before buying your insurance. Nowadays, I opt for a high deductible, $1,000 to be precise, and I pay a lower premium. And this means that if I smack my head off a low bridge here in Amsterdam, I'm on the hook to pay the first $1,000 to get my head fixed, and any expense beyond that would be covered by my insurance. Now, if you want to be covered for every little expense, then you'll have to pay a higher premium. Number 7, every digital nomad should know if your insurance covers you in your home country. Many travel insurance policies do not cover you in your home country, only abroad. So if you make a quick trip back home for any reason, try not to get hit by a bus, okay?
You can take that fake apology and shove it right up your hairy...
Or, you know, just buy insurance that covers you everywhere. Which brings me to recommend my favorite travel insurance, the one I've been using myself for several months now, and it's called Safety Wing. So let me tell you about Safety Wing. First of all, their insurance is low cost, just $1.32 per day or $2.42 per day if you want coverage in the United States as well. It's comprehensive insurance, not just medical. You can buy it while traveling, so you can sign up today and be covered tomorrow in more than 180 countries, and you can set your coverage to extend automatically month to month without any hassle. Now, you might have heard before about World Nomads travel insurance, which is really popular among digital nomads, and I've bought coverage from them many times in the past. But I prefer Safety Wing now because, first of all, unlike World Nomads, Safety Wing insurance has no residency requirement. And since I don't stay in any one place very long, and I haven't for years, I'm not actually a resident anywhere. So I'm pretty sure I was violating the insurance policies I had with World Nomads in the past. And I was a little worried they might not pay out if I ever had to make a big claim. Second thing, World Nomads insurance doesn't cover you for anything that happens when you're back visiting your home country, which isn't exactly ideal because, I mean, I could just as easily break a leg in Ireland as anywhere else. But Safety Wing, that does cover me back home for up to 1 month at a time, and I think that's great. So there you go, those are 7 things every digital nomad should know about travel insurance, and I gave you my recommendation there as well. I've also put together an article to accompany this video, and there are another 7 things digital nomads should know about travel insurance in that article, including, teaser alert, what you must be insured for if you plan to visit Southeast Asia. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested, and you'll find links to everything I talked about in that article as well. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it if you'd share with any friends or groups that might find it helpful. And I'm doing a video every week now, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of those. All right, we'd best be off exploring a few more canals here in Amsterdam. Thanks for watching, and sure, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. I can never get the shoulders on my shirt right in these videos. It's really annoying. It's always wrinkly. Look, wrinkly. Perfect. And then 2 minutes later, wrinkled. Perfect. Wrinkled. Anyway.